Today I've got a remake of a 9.3 quick fix video I did a couple months back where I replaced the coolant tee on my 2003 Saab 9.3. Now these coolant tees are very, very common failures on these cars, and mine hasn't failed again, but I told you guys in that video I was planning on upgrading to a metal coolant tee, which is what we have right here. Like I said, these coolant tees on these cars are very, very prone to failure. I had mine fail right before I was supposed to take the car on a road trip, and thankfully I had a friend locally that had a spare, so I went and grabbed that from him. So that's why I didn't replace it with this one at the time, just because I was on such a time crunch. But there are a few different options for aftermarket metal ones like this, which are obviously much more durable. I went with this one from Saab parts, mainly because they give you this metal coolant tee, but they also give you some new radiator hoses to go along with it as well. So in my opinion, this is one of those upgrades, kind of like this ECU spacer kit that I have. This is one of those upgrades that every 9.3 owner should do. It's cheap, it's gonna help prolong the life of your, I guess of your cooling system, because these coolant tees, like I said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they go bad. And mine lasted for quite a while. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing installed. It shouldn't be too difficult. All we really need to do is disconnect this line, we need to disconnect this line, and then we need to disconnect this one way down here. First things first, I'm gonna start with the one down here because I know it's gonna be the hardest. Now what I'm also gonna do is unscrew the coolant cap here so that way it takes pressure out of the system. So when I do pull these lines off, the coolant will just come out a little bit more smoothly and hopefully not make a total mess. This hose clamp on my car has proven especially tricky, to the point where I actually ordered a special set of extended hose clamp pliers, which has been very useful, totally worth the $20. Because it's on the underside of the hose and I can't get a regular set of pliers on there. I tried for about 30 minutes. So I've gotten that on there. It's locked in place and now I can pull that off. These ones are the ones that are known for going bad. This little nipple comes off the side. This is usually where they break at. All right, I'm gonna be ready to try and catch all my coolant down here. These hoses have never been removed before, or it's been a while since they've come off. They might be a little bit stuck, like I can tell mine are. So I'm kind of using a flathead here. I've pretty clearly caused a very substantial mess down here, unfortunately. I did not do too great of a job catching coolant. But it is what it is. I'm gonna have a bit of a mess to clean up. So if you really want to, there's a drain plug on the radiator. You can fully drain the cooling system. I chose not to do it that way though. Now we need to transfer our hose clamps. So when I do this one, I put it on the car. I'm going to ensure that I don't put it on in the same crappy angle that whoever did this last did. So I'm gonna try and put it probably on the side, meaning facing the air intake, so that way I can access it a little bit easier. So I put it straight up and down, the some sort of support or something in the way. Before you go to put it back in, one thing you might notice is the diameter of the metal T-connector is bigger than that of the stock plastic T-connector. So I already tried this stock T-connector. Obviously there's not really much play here, so when you add the thickness of the hose, it does not fit. I already tried. So what you're gonna need is a aftermarket, just worm clamp, kind of like it already has on here. So we're gonna put those on instead. One other thing I want to mention is if you want to do away with the T-clamp entirely, is you can just get a full rubber hose kit like DO88 has that completely eliminates this connector. So you can check out their website if you're interested. But or you could just get something like this off of Saab parts, so up to you. Let's go ahead and reinstall this. You know, another thing is people are gonna say, just go up to the hardware store and get this size connector and this and that and save yourself 15 bucks. And if you want to do that, you can. I'd rather just buy something that also comes with 2 new hoses and I know will work. If you have some Vaseline, it will definitely help with getting this smaller hose on, because like I said, it's smaller in diameter than the or it is bigger in diameter than the stock T, so it's a bit of a tight fit on here. These ones are already tight, but if you want to double check, you're more than welcome to. Once you've done that and it's all reconnected, you can go ahead and fill up your coolant, let it run with the cap off, make sure all the air is out of the system, top it off if needed. And there you go, guys. That's a nice little upgrade that I think everyone should do to their 9.3 to help preserve the life of it and avoid getting stranded. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.